Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be using these Young Nails almond tip full cover nails, and I'm going to do my tortoise shell print that I did in a previous video. I decided I'm going to do all my nails after just really loving how this design came out. Now let's get started. I am going to etch these nails, and I am using my sanding band to etch the inside of the tips. Now, I don't have a preference on what bit to use when you are etching the inside of the nail. You can use a sanding band, ceramic, bit, up to you, whatever you have available. So now that I have all my tips prepped, etching them, I'm going to use this Valentino bond. You know the drill. This is the same application that I've been doing on all of my Gel X videos that I've had on my channel, so it's going to be the same exact steps. And so I'm going to use the Young Nails fiber gel with keratin, and I'm going to use it on all of my nails. I previously only did one nail and I really loved it, so now I'm going to use it on all of my nails. I really love using this gel. I don't know if it's because it is a little bit more translucent compared to the other two colors that they have, but I really love the wearability, how easy it is to apply. I love these tips as well. I found that they're not super flat, and comparing them to other tips that I have used, they have a nice curve, but they're not like structured, like, you know, regular structured full cover tips. So I really like these. I really like doing this method and applying them. Now, I am contemplating on uploading the video that I did for my right hand. I did use the Cover Nude fiber gel, and I used the Nails Cat full cover nail tips, and it was a nightmare. So I probably will still upload it just so you guys can see how much I struggled doing them, and it was just a whole different story. I don't even know what went wrong, even though I always do the same applications on all of my nails, but somehow with the Nails Cat they're a lot more flat, so it was a little bit harder to do. Now I am going to continue doing this application, and as you can see, I always turn the light on before I put my finger under the light. That way I don't have to, you know, if I have a good application, I don't lose my application, because once you put it under the light, this stuff cures really fast, which is good. And you want to make sure that you are always flash curing your nails afterwards too. So once I'm done with all of my nails, I'm going to cure them under the light for 60 seconds. Alright, so now I am just going to cure my nails. Look how beautiful they look. It's a very natural look. I even like how this looks on its own as well. And this is the light that I am using, that I have reviewed in a previous video as well. So for these nails, I wanted to have them a little bit more pointed. So I'm just taking my nail file and sharpening them up a tiny bit, not making them too pointy, but I just wanted to see what they would look like if they were just a little bit more pointed, and I really love them. Now let's get started with filing them and making sure that there is no spillage, making sure that the cuticle area is nice and thin and flushed. Now I do want to mention before we actually start the design. Now, these nails that I did on myself are a little different from what I'm used to for two reasons. So the first reason is, you know, I've been doing the long square Nails Cat tips for a minute now. Since I got them, I've been doing long square nails. Before that, I was doing my 2XL or whatever length they are, the super long square nails that I really loved. So doing my nails this short was hard for me to do because I don't like short nails on me. I can't. But you know, we gotta change it up sometimes. We gotta do something different. So it was a little difficult. And the second reason, so right here I'm just adding a layer of the base or foundation, which is a base coat by the Beatles brand, and I'm gonna do that to all of my nails. And then I'm going to add the foil throughout the nail. Now you can add foil on the same parts, but it's better if you just add it randomly and then they're all different. That way you get some variance and you get a little bit more of a natural result. So I'm going to do the same on all the nails. Add the base coat without curing it, adding the foil and using my dotting tool to help, and then I'm just using my finger to flatten them out, and that's going to help drastically. It's okay if you get the gel on your finger, just wipe it off when you're done. But I'm just kind of doing it randomly, and just wherever it goes, and there's no really any reason behind the placement. So anyway, as I was saying, number one, these nails are very different for me because of the length. I'm not used to short nails, and I'm not used to pointy stiletto or almond shaped nails. It's not really something that I gravitate towards, so it was a little different for me. And also, I love bright color nails. Dark nails just don't work for me. I'm not drawn to them, so these nails were completely out of the norm for me, but I actually really love them and I can't stop staring at them. So you never know until you try it if you're gonna like something. So yeah, so I'm just going to continue with this design. So now we have the foil, the gold flakes, and once I put them under the light, you can see that they are curing. Then I'm going to use the Tracy nails, the glass or jelly gel, and I'm just going to put it directly on top of the foil that is cured. You can add another layer of the foundation, but I found that it's not really necessary. And I'm just doing one coat. I try to do as thin as possible, but if you get a little bit more of the color in some areas, that's okay, because the entire look of this tortoiseshell nail design is you want some variance in the color. So if you get a little bit darker nails in some spots, that's okay. You just want to make sure you have a nice even layer as much as possible. That way it doesn't get too lumpy, because that's not gonna look cute. But even if it does, it's okay. I have a solution for that. So this is what they look like: gold flakes and the fiery embers color of the glass gel on top. Now I'm going to go in with the foundation, which is the base gel again. And if you saw my previous video when I was trying it for the first time, when I go in with my brown gel polish, I didn't add the foundation on top. The brown gel polish just kind of stayed there and it didn't really float or get dispersed. So I would say that's probably the only thing that I changed with this design when I actually did it on all of my nails, because I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more fluid, a little bit more just scattered rather than just all staying in one place. So I'm going to use my brown gel polish and I'm just going to add it randomly on my nails, and I'm going to do it on all of them. On some of the nails I do 3 dots and the other nails I do 2 dots. It's going to depend on how long your nail is, the shape of your nail, and what you prefer. And preferably don't cover up all of the foil. So the more foil you add, the more space you can put the darker colors on. So just keep that in mind. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the black polish, but first I'm going to add the not the transfer foil, but the base gel on top once the brown is cured, and then I'm going to repeat the same steps with the black gel polish. So there is a layer in between, but it's not going to be so much for the dimension, but it's going to be so that way if you don't have blooming gel, you can still use the base gel and it's going to work just as fine. It might even be better than the blooming gel, in my opinion. And this is what it looks like. So beautiful. It's a little hard to tell in this lighting, but at the end I'll add what it looks like in daytime or in direct sunlight, and you can see it looks really nice. Now I don't know why I said that really loud. Now I'm going to add the Beetles Builder Gel, and this is the secret to making these nails even nicer. A lot of the nails that I've seen that are tortoise shell design just end up looking really lumpy and bumpy when you put the top coat on it, and I don't like how that looks. I think it would drive me crazy having lumpy nails. So this is going to encapsulate the nails and make them nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add my top coat, and you're going to see how beautiful this design looks. You can also do it matte or you can leave it with the shiny top coat, which I think it looks really nice with the shiny top coat. It really just makes them stand out, and look how beautiful they look. Let me know your thoughts down below if you would try this out, if this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.